Hey class, hi, hello, namaste, adab, sasyakal, assalamu alaikum, vanakkam and khammagani to all of you. Welcome to today's class, and as you all know, this is your ICSC grade 10th and we are starting factorization of polynomials today. Okay, so let us start the class without wasting any more time. So, as you all know that Vedantu, all the problems whatever you're facing at anywhere else on any other platform or anywhere in your coaching center or in your tuitions, out of all one or the other problems you must be facing, these are solved all by Vedantu. That means now none of your doubts will be will be left unanswered, because there will be a dedicated teacher to take care of your doubts. Notes will be given for each and every class, assignments will be shared with you for each and every class, test will be taking place in a regular interval of time. Competitive examinations like NTSE, KVPY, Olympiad, all preparation can be done at the single point, that is Vedantu. Schedule, that means if you are missing your class because of some reason, so there is no need to worry about it. You can always watch the recording and the choice of language, that is Hindi or English. Other than that, unlimited live classes to all of you. Okay, no restriction on joining, as on the maximum cap on the number of classes which you can take. There is no restriction. Whatever time you have your subscription, you can watch as many classes as you want. All micro and crash courses will be available to you free of cost. Performance reports will be shared with you and your personalized attention to each and every kid, right? So for that you need to visit the link vdnt.in/ytpro and apply the coupon code GPEPRO. Once you'll apply this coupon code, it will give you flat 15% off. So I'll tell you the fee structure of Vedantu. That's quite reasonable and all of you must join it. There's all the subjects will be covered under this subscription course. Okay. Now, before moving ahead, let us talk about the remainder theorem. So in remainder theorem, as we'll be starting with the remainder theorem and factor theorem in this session, so we'll be discussing the questions related to remainder theorem and factor theorem. So remainder theorem is more important. Factor theorem is just a special case of remainder theorem. So if you have understood remainder theorem correctly, factor theorem will be very easy. It is all linked with it. Okay, so in the remainder theorem, understand, in remainder theorem, if fx is a polynomial in terms of x and it is divided by x minus a. So if I have a polynomial fx which is in terms of x and it is divided by x minus a. So you know x minus a is your divisor, right? And you want to get the remainder. So there are two things. One is that you can use your long division method, divide it and get your remainder. Other is using remainder theorem. The other method is using remainder theorem. Now what remainder theorem does is it gives you the remainder when a polynomial is divided by a, remember very important thing, by a linear polynomial. So the divisor we need must be a linear polynomial. If the divisor is a quadratic polynomial or a cubic polynomial, then the remainder theorem cannot be used. Got it? So always remember, polynomial, that dividend, this fx can be of any degree. Mostly it should be one constant polynomial, so you cannot divide it, right? Once if it is there, after that the only thing is for the dividend also must be at least of degree 1. The divisor has to be only of degree 1, that is your linear polynomial. If the divisor is linear polynomial, then the remainder theorem will work. Now the difference between the long division method and the remainder theorem is that the remainder theorem will only give you the remainder, as in the long division method will give you both the remainder as well as the quotient, right? But the long division method is sometimes lengthy. So first step is to make divisor equal to 0, right? Once the divisor you have made it equal to 0, so from here you will get one value of x, and here let's say you have got x is equal to a. Now the remainder will be equal to the value of this polynomial at x is equal to a. This is the simple thing, as simple as that. The remainder will be equal to the value of x is equal to 3. For example, if fx is divided by x by 3, then first step, make x by 3 equal to 0. You got x is equal to 3. So the remainder will be equal to the value of this polynomial or value of the dividend at x is equal to 3, right? This will give you your remainder. Now the next part is factor theorem. A factor theorem is very easy. First, understand the meaning of factor. Factor's meaning is what? Suppose if I write the factors of the number 15. So if factors are 1, 3, 5 and 15. These all are called its factors because all of them, if I divide 15 by any of these number, my remainder will be 0. So factor is something when you divide it by one of its factor, your remainder you get is your 0. Your remainder is 0. So what I am saying that suppose if I am dividing a polynomial fx by x minus a, and suppose using remainder theorem, okay, if I get the remainder to be equal to 0, remainder how do I get? By putting x is equal to a, x minus a, first step is x minus a equal to 0. Second step, from here I will get x is equal to a. Second step is remainder is equal to value of this polynomial at x is equal to a. So if I get my remainder equal to 0, then I can say if my remainder is 0, I can clearly say x minus a is a factor of fx, है ना? Correct. अब देखो from here ना one very important thing you will get. भाई according to the remainder theorem I know that remainder is equal to f at a in this division is equal to 0, and if f of a is equal to 0, I can clearly say a is 0 of a polynomial. A is 0 of a polynomial. So from here you can find out getting the remainder. From here you can relate the factor as well as zeros. How do you relate it? For example, if I give you x equal to 3 is a 0 of the polynomial. 0 of the polynomial. That means the value of this polynomial at x is equal to 3 will be 0. So agar x equal to 3 is a 0, how do you get the factor? Very easy. Shift this 3 over there, make it equal to 0. So x minus 3 will become equal to 0. Forget equal to 0. So you will say x minus 3 is a factor. So the factor theorem gives us the relationship that how can I write a 0? If I know the 0 of any polynomial, how do I write this factor? So if you have x equal to a is a 0 of a polynomial px, right? So shift a over there, so x minus a, no need to write equal to 0, x minus a is a factor. Got it? So as I've told you that remainder theorem, if you take it one step ahead, okay, and club it with the knowledge of 0 of the polynomial, you get the relationship between the 0 of a polynomial and the factor of the polynomial, and how do you write a 0 to a factor and how do you get a factor to a 0. That relationship you can understand with the factor theorem. So this was the whole importance about these two theorems. Now you will understand it more if I solve some questions related to it. So the first question we have is this: find in each case the remainder when the first one, this is divided by x minus 1. So it is divided by x minus 1. So I can say my divisor is x minus 1. So make x minus 1 equal to 0. You will get x is equal to 1. Right? This is step 1. Step 2 is the value of this polynomial, the dividend. Let's say px is x raised to the power 4 minus 3x square plus 2x plus 1. So the value of this polynomial remainder will be equal to value of this polynomial at the step. In the first step we have got the value x is equal to 1. So 1 raised to the power 4 minus 3 into 1 square plus 2 into 1 plus 1. So 1 raised to the power 4 is 1. 1 square is 1 into minus 3 is minus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So remainder is what? 1 only. Right? So when you divide by x minus 1, the remainder is 1. Second part, divisor is x minus 2. So make x minus 2 equal to 0. You got x is equal to 2. Right? I know my polynomial is x cube plus 3x square minus 12x plus 4. So value of this polynomial at x is equal to 2 will be equal to 2 cube plus 3 into 2 square plus minus 12 into 2. Okay, minus 12 into 2 minus 12 into 2 plus 4. So it will be equal to what? Remainder, which will be equal to your remainder, right? So remainder is value of this polynomial at x is equal to 2. 2 cube is 8, 2 square is 4, 3s are 12, minus 12 into 2 is minus 24 plus 4. So 12 plus 4, 16 plus 8, 24 minus 24, remainder is 0. Right? Ab dekho, if the remainder is 0, you can get the factor. Okay. So this x minus 2 is a factor and x is equal to 2 is a 0 of the polynomial. Got it? So this is how easy question is. Factor theorem is just one step ahead of the remainder theorem. Now show that x minus 2 is a factor of this polynomial or not. So how do I show that this x minus 2 is a factor? So beta dekho, very easy thing. If it is a factor, I know remainder must be equal to 0. If it is a factor, remainder must be equal to 0. So let's use remainder theorem, and I know my remainder must be equal to 0. If remainder is 0, then only factor, otherwise not. So step 1, make x minus 2 equal to 0. You will get x is equal to 2, and find out the value of this polynomial. Px is equal to what? 5x square plus 15x minus 50. The remainder will be equal to value of this polynomial at x is equal to 2. So 5 into 2 square plus 15 into 2 minus 50. 2 square is 4, 4 5s are 20, 15 2s are 30, minus 50, and you can see the remainder is equal to 0. So I can say x minus 2 is a factor. Right? Very easy. I can say x minus 2 is a factor. Similarly, here what you will do in the second question. First step, we know again remainder must be equal to 0 if it is a factor. So first step, 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So from here you have got x is equal to minus 2 by 3. So the remainder will be the value of this polynomial at x is equal to minus 2 by 3. So 3 into minus 2 by 3 whole square minus of minus 2 by 3 and minus 2. Remember x is negative, so this negative is for this equation and this negative is for the value of x. So remainder will be equal to minus 2 by 3 whole square is 4 by 3. Sorry, 4 by 9. So 3 into 4 by 9. Negative into negative is positive, plus 2 by 3 minus 2. So 3 1s are 3 3s are. So I am getting 4 by 3 plus 2 by 3. So 4 by 3 plus 2 by 3 is what? 6 by 3, which is 2 only. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Remainder is 0. That means this is also a factor. So both of them are a factor. So whenever you have to show any linear polynomial is a factor of something, just see that the remainder is equal to 0 or not. If remainder is equal to 0, it is a factor. If remainder is not equal to 0, not a factor. As simple as that. Nothing complicated. Okay, chalo, let's go for the next question now. The next question we have is this. Find the value of k if 3x minus 4 is a factor of expression 3x square plus 2x minus k. Got it? So the value of k is what? 3x minus 4. We have to find out value of k. We have to find out. When I am saying 3x minus 4 is a factor of this expression, that means if this polynomial 3x square plus 2x minus k, if you are dividing by 3x minus 4, you are saying 3x minus 4 is a factor. That means I can say for sure that the remainder is equal to 0. And if remainder is equal to 0, I can easily find out that ha sir, now I know remainder must be equal to 0. Let's use remainder theorem. So first step is 3x minus 4 equal to 0. You will get x is equal to 4 by 3. Put this value of x is equal to 4 by 3. We know remainder is equal to value of this polynomial at x is equal to 4 by 3, and remainder has to be equal to 0 because the question is telling you ki bhaiya ji 3x minus 4 is a factor. So remainder has to be 0. So put it, value of this polynomial at x is equal to 4 by 3. So 3 into 4 by 3 whole square plus 2 into 4 by 3 minus k equal to 0, because remainder is equal to what? 0. So 3 into 4 square is 16 by 9 plus 8 by 3 minus k. So 3 1s are 3 3s are. 16 by 3 plus 8 by 3 is 24 by 3. 24 by 3 is 8. So 8 minus k equal to 0. So you will get k is equal to 8. Got it? So when k is equal to 8, 3x minus 4 will be a factor, because in that case only the remainder will be equal to 0. So whenever you get the factor part, whenever you read anywhere ki ha, this is a factor, this is a factor, first thing which should come to your mind is the remainder is equal to 0. That is the first thing which should come to your mind. Got it? So k is equal to what? 8. Now, next part. Find the values of constants a and b when x minus 2 and x plus 3 both are the factors of the expression x cube plus ax square plus bx minus 12. Now it's a very good question because this is combining your knowledge of the factorization as well as your knowledge of linear equation in two variables, right? So it is combining both. So what it is saying that there are two constants a and b, okay, and they are present in this polynomial x cube plus ax square plus bx minus 12. This has two factors are given, one factor is x minus 2, other factor is x plus 3. So yaar, I know if x minus 2 is a factor, remainder must be 0, and if x plus 3 is a factor, remainder must be 0. So 2 times I will say ki chalo sir, let's use remainder theorem and make remainder equal to 0. So first part, let's say sir x minus 2 equal to 0 because we know x minus 2 is a factor, to make x is equal to 2. So I can say if it is equal to px, I can say sir the remainder, if this polynomial px is divided by x minus 2, I know my remainder must be equal to 0 because they are factors. So remainder will be equal to, according to remainder theorem, is value of this polynomial at x is equal to 2 and it is equal to 0. So 2 cube plus a into 2 square plus b into 2 minus 12 equal to 0. So 8 plus 4a plus 2b minus 12 equal to 0. 8 minus 12 is minus 4, shift it there. So 4a plus 2b is equal to 4. Okay, first equation. Second equation beta which you will be getting, second equation is, sir in this part x plus 3 is also a factor. So if x plus 3 is a factor, make it equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3. And I know, sir, remainder, that is your value of this polynomial at x is equal to minus 3, must be equal to 0. So make it equal to 0. So minus 3 cube plus 3 square is what? Or a into 3 square plus b into 3 minus 12 must be equal to 0 because remainder is 0. So minus 27 plus 9a minus, it is minus na, minus 3b hai na, minus 3b minus 12 equal to 0. So it will be equal to 9a minus 3b and 7, 8, 9 and 39 equal to 39. Right? These are your two equations. One is 4a plus 2b is equal to 4 if x minus 2 is a factor, and second is 9a minus 3b is equal to 39 if x plus 3 is a factor. Now we need to solve these two equations. So one equation beta we have is 4a plus 2b is equal to 4. Second one is 9a minus 3b is equal to 39. Let's do one thing. Let us eliminate b. So LCM of the coefficients of b is 2 and minus 3. LCM is what? 6 around. Right. So 6, how do you create 6 here? Multiply this with 3, this with 2. So you are getting 3 4s are 12a plus 3 2s are 6b, 4 3s are 12, and here 9 2s are 18a minus 6b, 39 into 2 is equal to what? 39 into 2 is 78. Correct? These are your two equations. Let us add both the equations. Now many students think that sir every time we have to subtract. No. Addition or subtraction depends upon the type of question. Here to eliminate x, one is plus 6b, one is minus 6b. I will add them. So upon addition this will be subtracted. 18 plus 12 will be equal to 30a, and this is equal to what? 80 plus this 90. So a is equal to 90 upon 30, which is equal to what? 3. And agar a 3 hai, put a is equal to 3 in any of the equation. Suppose first equation 4a plus 2b is equal to 4. Put a equal to 3. So 4 into 3 plus 2b is equal to 4. So 12 plus 2b equal to 4. Shift 12 over there. 2b is equal to minus 8 and b is equal to minus 4. So a is equal to 3 and b is equal to minus 4 is your correct answer. Got it? So here we have first used the remainder theorem. Since I know x minus 2 is a factor, remainder is equal to 0. I have made remainder 0 in both the cases. I have got a pair of linear equation in two variables. This is a pair. That pair I have solved it using elimination method, and I have got a is equal to 3 and b is equal to minus 4. Got it? So the main part was to understand that if the factor is given, if it is given that it is your factor, you need to understand that the remainder must be equal to 0. Got it? Next question देखो. X minus 2 is a factor of the expression. X minus 2 is a factor. ठीक है. When the expression of this expression, and when the expression is divided by x minus 3, it leaves the remainder 52. Find the values of a and b. Now this question, if I would say, is exactly equal to the previous question. The small change is that in the previous question both were factors, but here one is a factor and other is giving you some remainder, but the main logic is same. We have to use remainder theorem, right? So first case, if x minus 2 is a factor, I can say make x minus 2 equal to 0, x is equal to 2, and I know since it is a factor, remainder must be equal to 0. Remainder will be value of this polynomial, this 2x cube plus this at x is equal to 2. So 2 into 2 cube plus a into 2 square plus b into 2 minus 14 equal to 0. So 2 cube is 8, 8 2s are 16 plus 4a plus 2b minus 14 equal to 0. 16 minus 14 is 2, shifted there will become minus 2. So 4a plus 2b is equal to minus 2. If you want, you can take 2 common from both the sides and cancel it. So if I take 2 common from both the sides, so 2a plus b is equal to minus 1. More easier equation. 2a plus b is equal to what? Minus 1. Now second part mein, when you divide it by x minus 3, what the question is saying, suppose if it is your polynomial px, if I divide this px by x minus 3, I got to know that the remainder is 52. So let's use remainder theorem and get remainder as 52. So remainder theorem by first step is what? Make x minus 3 equal to 0, x is equal to 3, right? If x is equal to 3, put it in this polynomial. So I know remainder is the value of this polynomial at x is equal to 3, which is 2 into 3 cube plus a into 3 square plus b into 3 minus 14. So remainder is what? 52. So this value must be equal to 52, right? So 3 cube is 27, 27 2s are 54, 3 square is 9, so plus 9a plus 3b minus 14 is equal to 52. So 52 shifted there will become minus 2, minus 14 will become plus 14. So 9a plus 3b is equal to 12, right? And if you want, you can take this 3 common. So 3a plus b is equal to 4. Got it? These are my two equations. One is 2a plus b equal to minus 1 and other is 3a plus b equal to 4. Now here 3a plus b equal to 4, sorry, not minus 4, it is equal to 4 only. 3a plus b equal to 4. Okay, now understand this part here. Ki sir, here b has the same coefficient 1, but they are of the same size, same sign, not same size, same sign. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to subtract this equation, these two equations. If I subtract them, the subtraction will change the sign. Remember, addition does not change the sign, subtraction does. So b minus b is 0, 2a minus 3a is minus a, and minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. So you got a equal to 5. Put this value of a equal to 5 in any equation, suppose in the first one. So 2a plus b is minus 1. So 2 into 5 is 10 plus b is minus 1. Shift 10 over there, b is equal to minus 11. So you have got a is equal to 5 and sorry, a equal to 5 and b equal to minus 11. This will be your correct answer. A is equal to 5 and b is equal to minus 11. Got it? चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं बेटा, ध्यान से सुनना ये वाला क्वेश्चन, वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. फाइंड ए इफ द टू पॉलिनोमियल्स, दो डिफरेंट पॉलिनोमियल्स है. ओके, वन इज ax क्यूब प्लस 3x स्क्वायर माइनस 9 and the other is 2x cube plus 4x plus a. They both leave the same remainder when divided by x plus 3. तो ये जो दोनों पॉलिनोमियल्स हैं, सॉरी these two polynomials upon dividing by x plus 3 are leaving the same remainder. So till now the questions were one factor is given, another divisor is given with the remainder, and only one dividend was there. Now there is a small change in the question, but if you read the main hint for this question, it says that although there are two different dividend, one is this, but it leaves the same remainder. So let us find out remainder in both the cases and let's make it equal. So first case में, let us say my polynomial px is what? Ax cube plus 3x square minus 9. This is being divided by x plus 3. So make x plus 3 equal to 0. What you are getting? X is equal to minus 3. Now remainder will be value of this polynomial at x is equal to minus 3. So a into minus 3 cube plus 3 into minus 3 square minus 9. So you are getting p of minus 3 or the remainder is equal to minus 3 cube is minus 27a, right? Minus 27 into a is minus 27a. Minus 3 square is 9. 9 3s are 27. So plus 27 minus 9. So the remainder in case 1, let's make it R1 is equal to minus 27a. 27 minus 9 is 18. So plus 18. This is your remainder in case 1. Got it? Similarly, let us find out the remainder in case 2. So in case 2, again by my x plus 3 is the divisor, okay, but the polynomial here fx is, let's say, 2x cube plus 4x plus a. So again I will use remainder theorem. Make x plus 3 equal to 0. You can say x is equal to minus 3. So the remainder will be equal to value of this polynomial fx at x is equal to minus 3. Right? So let us say this remainder is called R2. Remainder is R2. R1 is the first remainder. So this part is R2 is equal to, at x is equal to minus 3. So 2 into minus 3 cube plus 4 into minus 3 plus a. Minus 3 cube is what? Minus 27 into 2 is minus 54. 4 into minus 3 is minus 12 plus a. So R2 is equal to minus 66 plus a. Got it? So I have got my R1, I have got my R2, and I know remainder are equal. So R1 is equal to R2. So minus 27a plus 18 is equal to minus 66 plus a. Shift minus 27a in here, minus 66 there. So 66 plus 18 is equal to a plus 27a. So 8 plus 6 is 14 power 1. 7 plus 1 8 is equal to 28a. So a is equal to a is equal to 84 upon 28. So 28 ones are 28 threes are. So you can clearly say that a is equal to 3. Got it? So since the remainder was same, I have found out the remainder in case 1, found the remainder in case 2, made them equal, got my answer. Very easy. Only thing which you need to do is remember what is the remainder theorem, how you can get the remainder. And meaning of factor means remainder will be equal to 0. After that, just read the question carefully. You will automatically start getting the hints. So here the hint was that the remainder is same in both the cases. So I made the remainder same in both the cases. Got it? Now, this is your homework question for today. Solve or not solve, find the value of k if 2x plus 1 is a factor of this. So what will be the value of k? This is your homework question. Let's see how many of you would be able to give me correct answer. Got it? Do not forget to mention the name, those who have given the correct answer. Okay, chalo. So beta, this is all. Thank you so much. Now as I was saying at the starting that you can register for Vedantu's courses. For that you need to go to this link vdnt.in/ytpro. As soon as you will go to this link, this page will show. Select grade 10th ICSE 2021 and उसके बाद में here click get subscription. जैसे ये click करोगे, you will be getting an option to choose from 1 month, 3 month or 6 months. I would suggest कि जितने ज़्यादा महीने का लोगे, the more benefit you are going to get because you will be with us for a longer period of time, and also economically the price per month decreases. So जो price, whatever price is there for 1 month, for 6 months it is not into 6, it is way less than that. Okay, so the first 4, suppose 1 month price is this can further be reduced by using a coupon code GPE Pro. If you use this coupon code, you will get flat 15% off, no matter if you choose 1 month, 3 months or 6 months. Got it? Anywhere it will work, but the best package is this one, because all the 6 subjects, physics, chemistry, maths, bio, SST and English, will be covered at this price for 6 months. So if you'll see, you can just see how less it is compared to your school fee, tuition fee for all the 6 subjects. You can understand how less it is. Got it, beta? So this is your code, and sorry, this is your link, and this is your code GPE Pro. Got it? So this is all in today's class. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video and share the video with your friends. Please don't ignore this part of liking the video, because this gives us a lot of motivation. So if you like the content, please do not forget to like the video and share with your friends. This is all from my side. Thank you so much. Next session, this topic will be going for the next topic. Till then, bye bye, sayonara, khuda hafiz to all of you. Bye bye.